What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource and welcome to Setup Wars episode 62 Budget Edition, where you submit your desk setup to get featured on the channel. Let's not waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen, let the Setup Wars begin. Never pay full price for games ever again, guys. G2A offers the cheapest CD keys you can find anywhere. Check them out by clicking on the link below. So just to clarify, my budget edition of Setup Wars are people who have decent or modest setups. I think you guys are mixing the differences between my worst setup edition and my budget edition. The budget edition are people who have decent budgets or very small budgets. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy like triple monitor setups or a $10,000 water-cooled PC. So with that said, here are your 5 contestants for this week. We have Albie, Charlie, Dennis, Dimitri, and Felix. Let's begin. So starting the show off, we have Albie and his 2016 13-inch MacBook setup on the IKEA standard wood desk. So a pretty simple setup actually. Other than the laptop, we also have a few other Apple accessories that include the iPad Air 2, Apple Watch, and the iPhone 5S sitting on a dock. The mouse of choice is the Gite 3231, which is actually surprising seeing as you're not using an Apple mouse. So a few other things on the desk include a mini skateboard and BMX ramps off to the left side, a UE boom speaker, and a fake IKEA plant off to the right side. That's basically the gist of it, a very clean and straightforward setup. Thank you Albie for entering. Charlie is next up with a similar style setup. I wonder where you got that inspiration from. So on the desk we have a 27-inch Samsung monitor sitting on top of a custom-made monitor riser, and the desk is actually custom-made as well, not bad. We also have a Red Dragon Karura keyboard, a wireless Logitech mouse, and you do know there's no mic attached to your boom arm, right? Wait a sec, are you using your boom arm as a headphone hanger instead? Bruh. Cable management on the other hand is very clean, at least you tucked everything away from sight and on the roof of the desk. And lastly, we have an Asus laptop powering this setup. I would recommend a cheaper and much cleaner alternative to holding your headphones like an actual hanger, but other than that, not a bad setup. Thank you Charlie for entering. At number 3, we have Dennis with another laptop setup. We have the 17-inch XMG gaming laptop that's running the show, and a Samsung TV mounted against the wall that's hooked up to his PS4. By the way, props on the wire management. Also a quick tip, you can actually remove the 2 legs from your table and scoot over the drawer to the right side, which should give you more space for your chair and legs. The Alex drawer has a large enough surface to support the other half of your desk. Speaking of desk, we have quite a few items on here. A Logitech G900 Spectrum wireless mouse on top of the Razer Firefly mousepad. Near the back, we have a pair of Logitech Z2300 speakers and a charging dock for his PS4 controllers. Cable management looks pretty good. No wires on the ground, except for the power strip that's hiding behind those bags of protein powder. What, do you think I wouldn't have noticed? If you're gonna be inconspicuous and hide stuff behind objects, make sure the object isn't protein powder. Regardless, a white cable box will not only go along with your setup theme, but it will also clean up whatever you have behind there. A very clean and organized setup. Thank you Dennis for entering. Next up is Dimitri with our first dual display setup of the episode. So we have 2 19-inch Dell monitors, an HP K3500 keyboard, and HP wireless mouse. Sandwiching the monitors are a pair of Harman Kardon speakers, and we also have a desk lamp among other miscellaneous things. I guess this is somewhat of a black and blue setup judging by the paint color and the blue accents everywhere on the desk and the PC, which by the way has an i7-4770 and a Radeon HD 8470. This is pretty embarrassing. Toss me an email dude and I'll send you an R7 370. So if you're watching this video, make sure to take a new picture of your setup and make sure you have the words TechSource written somewhere in there so that I know it's actually you. And I'm gonna go ahead and send you an R7 370, actually one sec. So yeah, I'm gonna send you this R7 370. It's been laying around since I benchmarked it, so I'm not even using it. And I hope you will make good use of it. So toss me an email. The only thing I ask of you is please fix that fan. On the other hand, I'm very pleased with your cable management. Luckily, the IKEA Mickey desk comes with a rack to store your cables and power strips, so no complaints there. I would put some of that stuff in the drawers to clean up the surface area, but other than that, it's a pretty modest and clean setup. Thank you Dimitri for entering, and congrats on your R7 370. Last but not least, we have Felix the cat with our final laptop setup, and I gotta give you points for the presentation. I love the wallpaper. So on the homemade desk, we have a 22-inch BenQ monitor sitting on top of an amplifier, and we also have the Hama wireless keyboard and a Parix MX mouse. In the back of the desk, we have a pair of JBL speakers, and lastly, his Lenovo Y50 laptop that's powering everything. I'm honestly not a fan of the desk. It's not very appealing. I get that you made this from home, but covering the surface with anything would improve the overall look. Whether it's carbon fiber wraps, fake leather, or even just a simple matte vinyl wrap would do. Cable management isn't bad. I also see that you have a custom made rack to keep most of your wires on, so good job there. And oh, I guess you do have an actual PC, so it's rocking an i3 4170 and a Zotac GTX 650 Ti. I will give you points for all the custom work and the placement of the USB hub. Just add something to cover up that surface of the table and you will get my approval. Thank you, Felix, for entering. So that is it for this episode of Setup Wars. As always, you guys know what to do. Drop your comments down below and vote on who you think has the best budget desk setup. As always, I'll announce the winners on Sunday on my Twitter and Instagram accounts. Make sure you guys are following me if you want. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Your support has been amazing. I will see you in the next video.